Hello, hello, everybody. Well, no better time than the present, and here we are. So, not normal. It's 10 to 7 my time, so I know everybody was probably ready for me to get going at 6 o'clock, but my internet was down, so it's not quite normal here. It's about 50 minutes later than normal, but I was waiting and waiting and waiting. I got home at about 5 o'clock from work, and it's like nothing's working. So I unplugged the modem, and then I unplugged my little Orbi thing that is connected through my modem, and just nothing was working. So I decided to call Charter, which is now Spectrum. And oops, haha. So I'm trying to find, oh, you guys, let's just start over. It's been a mad race. So I didn't even know I had the camera down. So we're going to delete that one and we're going to start over fresh. So I hope that's okay with everybody. I didn't even know people were on. My comments weren't even loading on my tablet. So let's just start over and we'll have a fresh, nice video here. So I think that, let's see here now. Let's see if we get everybody going here. We're going to do the paper pumpkin and I'm going to try to get situated here. So let's find the right video, and I'll tell you, technology, when it works, is your best friend, and when it doesn't work, it can be like blah. Blah, that's what I have to say. So that's like what my little nephew, he always used to say blah. When you'd ever ask him a question, meh, blah. So, all right, we're going to start this over. And now you can see my smiling face. You can see that I'm here and I'm live. And all right, let's see whatever happened with that other video. I don't know if this one's even live either. So, oh my gosh, maybe we should just start over at 7 o'clock and get going here. But I don't know if it said that it was live. So hang on. So here, it might be live now. Let's see. I'm here and I'm live. And okay. All right, let's see whatever happened with that other. Perfect, it's working. Okay, I found it. I think life is good again. So, okay, I see Sandy's on here, Connie's on here, Jennifer. Woohoo, Jennifer, you are probably ready and waiting for your paper pumpkin. Faison, Linda, and Mary, and Kathy Beck. I think we're good to go, girls. I'm pretty sure that this is the right video. I'm wearing the same shirt as the one that I just ended. So, yes, we're here. Deborah says that we're here. Okay. From Missouri, Hillary's on. Okay, girls, like life is okay when you come home and everything works as normal and like the internet works and I can get going and it says live, and like it didn't work that way. So I waited so patiently and I'm like, what do I get working on? You don't know how long the internet's going to be down for. So I didn't want to start working on things and then lose track of time. And I don't know, I set my alarm for 6:30 just to like, let's check the internet at 6:30. And around 6:35, it was up and running. And here we are about 20 minutes later. So it took me a little bit to get all situated. So Carol's live, Becky Christensen's on, Cheryl from North Dakota. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I don't know. So if you girls were on me for that minute and a half, it never showed comments. So I'm like, oh no, we're not live. And here we are. So I had to call Tyler and I told Tyler, dear, the internet was down, so I'm not going to be done around 7:30, and Stella is going to have to wait to be on her date night until afterwards. So you girls are sending me some hearts, so I like that. Thank you. So there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about real quick before we get going into the paper pumpkin like I always do. And a couple of the things are like upcoming classes, and I like to share that stuff beforehand because sometimes after, like I think that Switcher Studio has had enough with it and they just shut me down. So I have some notes here too. Let me just see here. I feel so discombobulated, girls. Okay, so let me show you what we got going on here. Well, first of all, during the whole internet down part, I didn't know that it was down right when I got home from work. And I did post, hi Deanne, I did post the latest pictures of the project. So I'm not sure what phase we're in. I know it's something after like 4 or 5, but I'm calling this the phase stone. Not phase 1, not phase 2, but like phase stone. Because I think if you have been following me for the last 4 weeks, 4 weeks ago, last week Friday, so it was 4 Fridays, 4 Saturdays, 4 Sundays, and then everywhere in between on, if we could, weeknights or on Friday starting at 4:30, we worked on the stone. And I tried to post about 25 pictures, and at some point they'll be live on the page so you gals and guys can see how awesome the stone turned out. Everybody kept saying to me, oh, it'll be beautiful when it's all done. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's just I'm excited for it to be done. So that's just a little project on the update on the project. And the next thing that's on our list is to start the flooring in the mudroom. So, progress. So, okay, so let me flip this down, and I just want to show you, after I'm done with the paper pumpkin, this is what I'm going to be giving away. So I have names on all the backs. So if you girls recall last week, we had some technology issues, and after the second card, this is the last card we missed doing. So go back and watch the full video if you missed it. Hi, Dar. So I will be giving away the 3 cards we made live last week. Plus, I never announced who won these 4 cards from the week before. So I will be doing that afterwards. But we do have here in October, the Gilded Autumn class is coming up. Hi, Jean. Stella's back. She finished her date early. So there's the Gilded Autumn. And I think I showed you gals these cards last week. So this is what we're doing next week, Thursday live. So tonight we're doing the September paper pumpkin. And then next week, you girls, you saw these last week. This one, which is a pocket card. So that one's super cute. I love pocket cards. And then we have the little 3 squares here. Hi, Jay. So that one I showed you. I also showed you this one, which has this cute little acorn down on the side. But this was the last card that I worked on after the live. Carol, I'm so happy that you're casing this card with the 3 panels. So this was the last card I designed, and it's a cute little fold as well. And I'll tell you, I love that brushed metallic paper is so pretty. And it's the gold with the gold hoop and just some foliage there. And I used some of the squash and pumpkin DSP. So these are the cards we'll be making live next week. And I'll tell you, I have 38 people already signed up. So I think I'm at my capping point unless I get at least a half a dozen more people, because I've already prepped for the 36. I've got everything, or 38, prepped and cut. If I had at least a handful more that wanted to do these cards, then I would, hi Linda, then I would go ahead and open the registration back up. So if you did miss registering for these cards and you're interested, you should shoot me an email, or you can text me, or you can Facebook message me and let me know. And what I'll do is I'll start a list of people. And if I do get a handful, I'll go and I'll cut more. It's just if I go and cut for 1, it'll take me the same amount as if I cut for 5 or 6. And so if I do have a bunch of people, about 5 or 6, I'll go ahead and make more. So that's my deal on that. Okay, and then what we have coming up in October also, it's not even on here, but it needs to be. These are, okay, so Cheryl and Bonnie and Angie on my team, they designed these cards. We're doing an MS benefit on October 3rd. It's World Card Making Day on October 3rd. And I forgot to show you these last week. They were on my board and I didn't want to run and get them, but they tried to keep in mind what we're in right now, which is autumn and then Halloween and then the winter time. Hi, Denise. Hi, Bobby. So these 5 cards are what people can make in person at the MS benefit here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. But for a minimum donation, you still would get these completed cards. So like, let's say Bobby's in Michigan and she can't make it here on the 3rd because that would be a long car drive or a flight. She could choose the to-go option. And because we can't send non-stamped images, we'd have a choice. We could send her kits not stamped, or we'd make the cards for her and then we just pop them in the mail. So that's still a great way for you to be able to donate for a worthy good cause. I know a few people who have been diagnosed with MS recently or in the last few years, and so it speaks in measurements when we can raise money. That we did this event in January and we raised $1,000 that we could just donate. So it was really exciting. So if you want, you can still sign up for that through tomorrow. And then if it's after tomorrow, just give us a heads up and let us know if we made extra kits. So also my schedules, I always have copies of this available. If you want a copy, make sure you send me an email. I will send you this in a PDF format because there's no way you can read it. Scavenger hunt, those are due September 30th. Girls, it's like next week, Wednesday. How did that happen? It's already here upon us, September 30th. So make sure you get that to me in time. And then I have a favor to ask. If there is anybody out there that is looking for a fun community to join, I have 2 people on my team that one would promote to silver, and one gal on my team would retain her silver status. She had a person on her team and this person has become inactive, and so if she has somebody at the end of September, which is the 30th, she would maintain it. So there's a fabulous promotion going on right now, and if you joined somebody on my team, that helps me too, and you're still part of my team. So Denise, your birthday's September 26th. That's awesome. Happy early birthday. I didn't know that. Otherwise, I would have sent you a birthday card. So wait, let me just write that down here. Denise, if you send me your address here, I will send you a birthday card. You're part of my birthday card club. So, and I think you won a card in the past and I've never had your address. So email me your address, Denise. Okay, so back to the starter kit. If you want to sign up to be on the Be Happy Stampers, through September 30th, you get $125 worth of anything you want for $99 plus tax, and you get 2 stamp sets. You get the So Much Love stamp set, Queen Anne's Lace, and the Rhinestone Basic Jewels, and you get 2 card kits with 8 kits in each one. And you would be helping out somebody on my team personally, which would also be helping me. And it's a great deal to get the starter kit now. And even if you are not local to me, I will love you and treat you like you are local. So I have a couple people who aren't local to me right now. One is in Colorado, and Kathy's actually in Iola, which is a couple hours away, so it's hard to get here for in-person things, but I do a lot of my team meetings via Zoom or Facebook, and I get you engaged. So just so you know, I love you all, regardless if you're here in my backyard or if you're far, far away. So reach out to me if you're interested in helping. And honestly, after you sign up, there's no commitment to stay active. It's getting a starter kit, and it's up to you if you choose to want to continue or not. You never have to put another order in, or you can get a discount of 20% and be a happy discount shopper buying wonderful Stampin' Up! Things. And there's no Stampin' Up! Police to go after you, and I don't breathe down your neck to bother you. So, okay, so that note, 2 people by September 30th is my goal. And then I also just want to say quickly and thank you to everybody. I started doing my lives on March 23rd, which is 6 months to the date today. And Kelly and I had a goal, and we didn't meet that goal exactly because we didn't start the goal until about a month ago. But our goal was to hit 1,000 new likes since March 23rd, and we hit 900. So I love it and appreciate it when you gals share me with your friends and your family. And I can see that because I'm starting to meet more people and come in contact with more people, and I can help more people with their crafting needs and to teach them and show them fun things with paper crafting. So on that note, thanks to everybody for sharing me tonight, sharing this video, and sharing the lives that I have and sharing the posts that I have. So Carol says, spending lots of time there shopping back in Michigan after gone for a long, long time. Yeah, Yeah, very cool. Cindy Ellers is watching. Hi, Cindy. So thank you again for everybody when you like, comment, and share. Thanks, Jean. So that helps me to reach more people, and that helps me grow my business. And I love it. Like, I love what I do so much that I could do it all the time. So you keep me going when you share me. So, little note on the host code here, just so you guys know, I did update the host code. So the one that was on here from last week, I closed that one. You girls, I was so excited. I had like about 8 orders come in yesterday from the used stamp sale. So those people that ordered yesterday on the used stamp sale that were over $50, and everybody that did order was over 50, I will put something in the mail for you. Or if you have an in-person order to pick up, I will put a little gift in there for you. So just my way of saying thank you for that. So yeah. Okay, what else do we have to do? Oh, I did want to tell everybody too here. The plaid cards that we did 2 weeks ago, I have one extra set. So if you did miss out on doing these 4 cards with me, just know I have one of these, and it would be free with a $40 order through me using this host code right here. So there's one extra of the plaid tidings. Okay, so I did also want to tell you this. I put in my post this morning that I lost these. Okay, so all of these beautiful cards, I just want to glance through these. My team makes the most beautiful cards, and I had a team swap party a couple, it was already back in August. It was the 26th. And girls, I lost these cards on September 3rd. My friend came over, and she sells Epicure, and I thought she had left her bag on the table. So I said, hey, grab your bag on the way out. So she grabbed this bag, and it had all of my beautiful cards in her bag. And yeah, so Chris has been racking her brain, where are her cards? And I had to trace back with Kelly last night, and we finally put it together that Claudia has my cards. She has to. So I called up Claudia last night, and she said, yep, I have your cards. She went out in her car and she looked. Hi, Jennifer. She went out in her car and she looked, and here they were in a plastic bag on her front seat, and she had never opened up the bag. So here I have all these beautiful cards from the holiday catalog, and I just wanted to share them all with you really quickly here because they are gorgeous and they need to be seen. So so sometimes, let's see here. So these were Lisa Piper's cards using the Brightly Gleaming. These were Angela liners with the Magic in This Night. And then let's see here. Not everybody had names, but I know this one's Melissa Madsen, and I honestly can't remember the name of this set. Hi, Julie and Luann. I think it's called Cherish the Season, and that's Melissa Madsen. So Bonnie L'Esperance, she had the Snowflake set, Splendor set, and she made a Z-fold card here. She loves these colors. And so here's another pretty card that she made with that one. So that was Bonnie's. And then let's see who else here. Diane Bogenhagen. She had the Moose set. So what was it? Mary Moose or something? I don't remember the name exactly, but Moose, it's the one that carried over from last year. You would think I would remember. But I love what she did here with this card where she put the trees on the inside like that. Oh my gosh, Cheryl. She had the gnome set. Look at these cards. Look at the detail in this little village scene. This little guy is a sneakerooing in the pumpkin patch, and these pumpkins are bigger than him. And he is going to get lost in here. And I just love how she did the autumn pumpkin one on this side. Hi, Melanie. And she did the Christmas one on this side with this girl with her big red nose. My goodness, look at that. And the bells on here. So, oh my gosh, they are so adorbsy. I love them. Carla Real had Life is Beautiful. And so these are the 2 cards that she made with that set. And I'm thinking that, okay, I get it now. This card, and then this was Michelle Heim. She made a cute little treatsy box here for like a wedding favor. And then this was the other, this is a fun fold too. That opens like that. And then it also goes like that. So I know we're supposed to be doing Paper Pumpkin Girls, but I've been looking for these cards for a month. Well, not a month. 3 weeks ago last night, I lost them. So, and then these are Tammy Sokolic. And I don't... this is the Belle set. So maybe this one is Cherish the Season. But this one is a cute little gift card holder. So you have that and it opens up and you can put the gift card right in that little slit right there. So isn't that adorable too? And then it's got this cute little belly band. Okay, so many cute cards, and I love to put things on display, and I love to show you when I get them. And so this was an event that I hosted for my team back in August. Everybody got to pick a set from the holiday catalog, and then they made 2 cards featuring that set. And then I make dinner for everybody. So, or I should say my mom helps sometimes too. So we had like grilled ham and cheeses and grilled turkey and cheese sandwiches. And everybody brought a little dish to pass. And we had a great night. So I had to share those. I hope that you didn't mind me taking 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know what it was, but a few minutes to share those cards with you because they did such a fabulous job. They make me so proud with their cards that they make, and they need to be seen. So if anybody is looking for, like, I know I went through them really fast, but what you can do if you wanted a better picture is once I'm done with my live, you can go back to like make a note of what minute or time it's at right now, and you can do a screenshot of the cards so that you can see them again. So, okay. Well, there's that. Did you like that? Give me some thumbs up or some hearts if you were okay with that. Okay, so I hope that if they were watching, they like seeing their cards, that they're not sitting in a bag in the front seat of somebody's car anymore. Oh my gosh. So, all right. So I think that it's time for Paper Pumpkin, right? So who all has their paper pumpkin ready? I know that Jennifer, you do, Jennifer Jones. Jennifer Merle Hampshire, do you have your paper pumpkin or have you already put it together? You know, I think sometimes you are already ahead of the curve with being on the committee. I never know the advisory board for Paper Pumpkin. Hi, Stacy Burns. You probably have lots of samples you could share with us. So, that you like the time well spent first. Yes, good. I'm glad that you like the card space. So we're going to do Paper Pumpkin. And you know that I think the Paper Pumpkin night already, it always makes me a little anxious because like stamping on the fly is not my forte. I could stamp with you like till I'm blue in the face on cards that I've made. Hi, Jolene. Jolene is picking up the Boss tomorrow. Her machine just arrived today, so that's awesome. Carol got hers. You made an alternative card this morning. So Paper Pumpkin makes me a little nervous. I cannot deny that. I have to tell you that. So I try to do a little homework ahead of time, and I try to research so I kind of know what's going on. And then I look for some alternative ideas through pictures, and I try to prep and cut pieces. So I do have 2 alternative cards planned for you. I hope that you're going to really like the second one. I'm saving my favorite one for last of what I have in my head. So crazy. I know. So Paper Pumpkin. Let's flip this down and get the Paper Pumpkin party started. So, all right. So I can see here my box got a little bit squished. So I know Stacy Ray, who's on my team, and she lives in Beaver Dam, she got her box, and her postal person, whoever along the way, whoever it was, it got squished. And so she called Paper Pumpkin, Stampin' Up. Just know if you ever get something from Stampin' Up in a box or as a shipment and it's damaged, call me if you've gotten it through me, or call the demonstrator that you worked with to get it. Or if you are a demonstrator, call Stampin' Up. They will replace anything, and they are the best support ever. So, if this is damaged on the inside, then they would replace pieces, no problem. But I'm pretty sure that I can handle the box the way it is. So, all right. So, I have to tell you something else too. So, wait, I had a slip of paper of all the things that, my cheat sheet of my notes for you guys. So, I have to tell you this. Kelly I think most of you are aware that Kelly Lamb is my cousin and my marketing manager. She handles and helps me with everything. She's the one that posted that I didn't have internet tonight. I called her up. I'm like, Kelly, can you tell everybody that we're not going to be live at 6? So she has an idea. So she manages and helps me with my VIP page. And my VIP page is for anybody who is my customer. So if you've gotten a class from me, or if you've placed an order through me in the last 6 months, maybe like 3/4 of a year or a year. I really don't take people out if it's been a year, but just know if you're a current customer of mine. And so when you're a customer of mine, you have access to the VIP page. And so for a bunch of new customers, I've been trying to add you, but if you're new, you have to send me a friend request so I can add you to my VIP page. But every Tuesday, she does a Tip Tuesday, and on Thursdays, she does a Technique Thursday. And usually we try to find stuff from wherever just to help share things with you. And it's not always our stuff that we are sharing, it's other demonstrator stuff. And that's why it's in the VIP page, because then it's private and not everybody's seeing it. Just my happy customers are. And so she wanted to get the ball rolling on these videos of stuff, of techniques and of tips, and taking what we see and recreating it ourselves for you. So you guys know how busy I am, and I will be busy for a little bit yet. Probably for, I would have to say, through like November because of this project. And she just wanted to get the ball rolling. So she's going to start making videos to help me. And I hope you guys are all okay with it, because she is gung-ho excited to do this. And she already made her first video for Technique Thursday, and she's going to air it next Thursday. So instead of seeing pictures per se, you're going to see videos, and they're going to be of Kelly. And Kelly is awesome, and she's fun, and she's amazing. And so she's going to show you how to use an embossing folder with ink. And so how you ink up the embossing folder, where like Carla's card, like this card, she wants to show you, I'll show you here, she wants to show you this technique, how you do that. So, all right, so I just wanted to give everybody a heads up that in my VIP group, you're going to be seeing stuff from Kelly as well. And Kelly is an extension of me, and she's trying to help me just service all of you better, okay? Listen, but in addition, because we're recreating our own things, they're going to be in the Facebook group, the Cards by Christine, I should say Facebook page, which means it's going to be open to everybody, not just customers. So, okay. So I was a little worried that you guys would see Kelly and wonder, well, what's wrong? Why isn't Christine doing it? And it's just, we're working together to help you. And she's got my full, she supports me fully. And she's just like, she's like half of my body, basically, not just an arm or a leg. She's like half of me. So yay, exciting stuff. Okay. So I almost forgot to tell you that, but I thought that that would be awesome to share. So start looking for that next week. If she can pull together Tip Tuesday, she will. Otherwise, it'll be starting with Thursday. So yay, go Callie, you're a rock star. Okay, so here we are, back to Paper Pumpkin. So Joy to the World is the next month's Paper Pumpkin. So this one will ship on October 11th-ish. And I changed the Paper Pumpkin in October to be live on October 29th. I originally had it on the 22nd and Magic in This Night on the 29th, but I switched them so that we were making the Halloween cards a week earlier and the Paper Pumpkin a week later. So in case this was running slow in the mail, it gave me more time. Plus, then you girls that are doing Halloween cards with me could get them a week earlier. So I will advise you, do not wait until October 10th to sign up for this. They're Christmas cards. People love the Paper Pumpkin Christmas card kits. They're 8 cards. And this one, if I had to guess, it will sell out before October 10th. So you can always sign up for it and then cancel your subscription on the 10th if you decide you don't want it. But you can't wait till the 10th if it's sold out and then still get it. So that's just my little warning, my heat of caution for you guys if you're interested in that. All right, so we've got some awesome stamps here. We have a beautiful, I saw these online. There's a hat. I have a Happy Halloween, Hello Pumpkin, and then a pumpkin, and you can make jack-o'-lantern face. And the color that's in this one is Occasion Craze. So what's awesome about these for somebody who's just starting out is that you get yourself a nice little collection of stamps and inks as you get each month. Now this one actually has white tissue paper. So normally it had been blue with the orange boxes. This time though, because of the color scheme they used here, then they did white tissue paper. So, hi Angie. All right, so, oh girls, here we go. It's like opening up a Christmas present and having anxiety instead of excitement. So, all I know is I read in here that I read that there's a lot of pieces. Like I watched the video. Every month there's a paper pumpkin video. Oh, it's about 2 minutes and this is full of pieces. And I know that normally when I'm working with you in this paper pumpkin, I pull out all the pieces and I might not do that this time. So I'm trying to think here. Hi, Rebecca in Canada. So I'm so excited. When I open this up here, I see some baker's twine. So Stampin' Up! Used to have a few different colors of baker's twine in their annual catalog, and they don't anymore. So they have white and they have black in this kit. And on the note of the black, I was so super excited to see this because I'm working on the Fun Fold cards. So in 2 weeks, so not next week with the autumn cards, but in 2 weeks, I'm doing a Fun Folds class. And this is one of the Fun Folds. And so I pulled out some of, when I saw online that there was some twine included here, I have back stock of black twine. So when I designed this card, I'm like, you know what, we're going to put in some of this black twine on this card. And it's okay. It's not a current item, but I just thought it added to this to be able to hang this little tag on here. So this is a card for my Fun Folds class in 2 weeks, but look at it. It opens up like this. It says, open if you dare, happy Halloween, and then there's a little tag in here with these awesome iridescent-y bats. So this class is going to have 3 other cards with it, and you want to sign up early if you want to do this class with me because again it's gonna probably fill up. All my Fun Folds card classes always fill up. So hi Julie, did your package come in the mail yet, Julie? I was hoping that it would arrive today. So this is gonna be for Fun Folds. Okay, so I was really excited to see that there was some of this baker's twine in here. It's so cool. You can color white baker's twine with blends. Okay, in your kit here then too, you have dimensionals. And you have some strips of sticky tape and the mini glue dots. Those are, like the mini glue dots and dimensionals are normal, but they added in these little sticky strips because of these little treat boxes. So, so we have here, I think I read that it's 20, it says on here, I think there's 20 of them. 20 double-sided cracker boxes. Okay, so when you look at this, thanks for sharing, Julie. So you have 10 like this, and then on the opposite side, they're the stripy, and oh, they're the same here. Ha ha. So let's try that again. There's 20, and they're all with this orange liney on the one side diagonal, and then they're more like Cajun crazed checkery on this side. So these are all the same. I thought they were different, but they're all the same. Then, so in these, when you get these little diamonds pop out. So this is, you got to pop them out to make your little boxes. So I'm just getting excited here about popping these all out. Once you pop, you can't stop. So there, I got one done. So then there's black, different die cuts here, and there's cats here, and there's black flowers. And I know that that might be hard to pick up there, but there you might see them. And then there's these little frilly, I call them frilly things, and then little swirly things. And on these sheets, there's a lot of flowers and leaves. And I think, okay, it looks like all 4 sheets are the same. So you have just and these are the kind of things where if you pop, if you're going to make all these at once to be time efficient, you can just pop all of those out at the same time. hi, Diane. So you don't necessarily want to, I'm not going to do that right now, but if you're at home and you've got 2 hours and you just want to whip these all up, hi, Kathy Jackson. If you want to just whip these all up. So Diane and Kathy, you just missed it. I was telling the girls last night in class that I lost my team swap cards, and I located them and figured out who had them, and she dropped them off at my house today. So Diane, I gave you credit for your cards. So with these, you just, if you're wanting to make all of yours at the same time, get yourself some space, make some room, and pop everything out and make some piles. Then there's some white sheets, it looks like. These have different banners and different decorations, like little labels for stamping sentiments, and then there's little white flowers. Then there's brown and yellow flowers, it looks like. A sheet of hats. Thanks for sharing, Kathy. There's a sheet of hats. It looks like there's 10 of them. And then there's, let's see here. There's 4 sheets of different pumpkins and more labels, and then orange flowers. There's more swirly Janes here, so don't ask me. I had a cat, and she swirled around, and I called her Swirly Jane. So these are swirlies to me. And then lastly, for more die cuts, there's those frilly things in Cajun and a yellowish, they look like bumblebee actually, and more swirlies. Hi, Vicki. Okay, so I think I was overwhelmed when I was watching the paper pumpkin video about how many pieces are in here. So, and there's so many different ways you can decorate these. And what we'll do is we'll just flip open really quick to look at the directions. And this first step right here, it says here, lay out the desired elements for each box before beginning. I kind of had said that earlier. That was just my general thought when there's all these pieces. It's just lay things out. And you can mix and match the elements however you want to. And you're building your own scenes on your little treat boxes. So the second step here says fold the cracker boxes on the score lines with your desired finished pattern on the outside. And then put the adhesive strip on the outside flap of the cracker box and so basically those little strips are for the cracker boxes to be able to shut them. Oh, candy. So it might be a good thing to have your candy handy. Ha ha, I'm a poet and I don't know it. My grandpa would have said that. So if you have your candy handy, then you could go ahead and tie the ends of your treat cracker boxes. Otherwise, you might just want to do one for now, and then you can always put more in it. You're going to tie the end, it says with 12 inches, so that you can make a little bow. And then the step 5 here is to, I think here, put all your labels together, however you want to do them. And that's where we're going to like just kind of go based off of the picture, because I work good off of pictures. I can totally relate to when you girls are watching my mystery night, and it's so hard to do it because you want to see a picture of it, and I won't show you a picture as nice as I try to be that I can't share the picture. That's not the purpose. I like having pictures too, so I have the hardest time telling you no. Nope, you can't see the picture. So, but in this case, we're going to look at this picture right here. I see that there's 2 cats here and then the hats. So my plan, I'm not planning to make, I promise you girls, I'm not going to make all 20 of these here with you live tonight. Tyler would kill me. We're supposed to make an egg bake tonight. And then Stella's going to go on her date. So, hi Elaine, we just got started. It was kind of late. My internet was out here in this area of Fond du Lac. So it just started about an hour it came up, maybe like around 6:40. So we're going to make, my plan for you tonight is we're going to make these 2 treat boxes, one of each pattern, and then I'm going to make my my alternative cards for you. We show a picture of each step of our mystery card nights. Okay, we show a picture of each step of our mystery card nights. Yeah, so everybody, there's so many people out there now that are doing mystery card nights, and everybody does them differently, and that's okay. And I like to do it the way that I do it because it makes it more challenging, I think. I love to challenge people. So, okay. So on this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the orange side out, and I'm just going to refer back. Hi, So here we go here. We're gonna look at where you put the adhesive. So let's grab that from over here and we're gonna peel off. Oh, I have an idea. So I've worked with these kind of strips before. They've done these for paper pumpkins in the past. So instead of peeling off, trying to peel off the sticker part here, so there's a line here, and you do see that I pulled off this waxy part and I left the sticker on. So instead of trying to pull off the entire sticky thing, you're gonna have a hot mess of sticky glue. Leave it on this piece of paper like this, and what you're gonna do is just set this down onto the edge here, and you're just gonna kind of line it up where you want it, and then once you have it where you want it, then press down on it, just like that. And then watch this. As you peel back, the sticker is going to stick in a straight line exactly where you put it down. So there's a tip for you. I remember that from many years ago when they had something similar to this. So, I think what's going to happen though is that should have gone like one more further. So Jennifer's probably like, yeah, you're doing that like wrong. So, okay. So what happened there is I probably should have put it on that one right there. And just because I don't know how many are on there, this is where the liquid glue is going to come out. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue right along that edge. So there you go. We improvise. So just make sure you get it on. So when I fold this over, it was actually 2 in. I don't know unless I did it wrong, but it was 2 in and not just the 1 in. So I added a little bit of liquid glue there, but just know as long as you peel off just that waxy part, then you can just line this up very easily. Okay, so then I'm also going to glue. I don't want that loose like that, so I'm gonna put a little dot of liquid glue right along the edge there just to hold that one down, and then I'm going to do that on the other side as well so that it doesn't come apart. Okay, now I don't know if they did put in your kit here, if you don't have liquid glue you could use the glue dots to do that, what I just did as well. So but I just want that when this gets folded that those little flaps don't flap in the wind. Okay, so what you're going to want to do, I'm looking at this. If you see this hole right here, it's actually not that big. It's probably an inch. No, it's about 3/5. So Tootsie Rolls would probably fit in here. You know, right now at Fleet Farm, they have a whole bag of vanilla Tootsie Rolls in one bag. Is it supposed to have 5 sides? You know what? I wondered about that myself, Deborah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I wondered about that myself. That was a really good question, Deborah, because honestly, and I'm going to do one more because I told you I'm going to make 2 of them. So we might as well get this other one prepped here. So pop out those little triangles. So my card that I'm going to make, my alternative idea is going to use some of these little diamonds. So I'm going to make this one into the Cajun Craze side. And I really think, Deborah, that I could have sworn like 5 would have been sufficient. And I'm honestly, and I don't know, Jennifer, if you left, I don't know, you said you were going to go off for dinner, I think. Or maybe you didn't say that. But Jennifer, I don't know if that's supposed to, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could make, yeah, there you go. Okay, boom. So you guys are so good. See, I told you I didn't make these ahead of time. I'm learning too. So here's what I'm going to do. Remember, the waxy paper comes off, and we're going to line this up and press that down, and then peel that back. And now, perfect. We are going to do what Sandy suggested, and we're going to make it so that it's, this is the hard part with folding it. So, like, I want to fold it flat to do it, but it's not going to let me. So we're just going to eyeball it like that. Okay, so let's see here. And then we're going to just squish it so it's nice. Okay, so good call, Sandy. you get a gold star for that. And now when you take your ruler, it's more of a pentagon, and you've got a little bit bigger space there. Hi, Kelly. Okay, so two different things going on here. Like if you want, so what's the picture even show? The picture shows it bigger like that. So good call, Sandy. So yes, if you want to make it a little bit smaller, you can do that one. Just know your candy has to be smaller. And then this one is a little bit bigger, and it works about the same. So if you wanted to use extra materials, you could cut off that extra piece there and then use this for something else. Oh, Jennifer's back. Okay. So Jennifer, you're going to yell at me because I made this. Hi, Margaret. I made this one wrong. I made this one like a little square instead of making it like the pentagon. And so there was an extra flap here for me, and I just rolled it around there. So yeah. Yep, I did that. So, all right, same thing here though. We're going to put a little bit of glue on the corner here so that that flap will stay shut. And then we're going to do that on the other side as well. So with the liquid glue, you got to give it about 10 seconds, not even, that was more like 5 seconds, for it to adhere and stick really good. And then once it's secure, then it won't come apart at all. Okay, so now we're back on track. We've learned that we can do our treat things 2 different ways, whatever makes you happy. And there are 2 sides to it, the Cajun and then the pumpkin pie striped. So, boom, okay. You did the first one on your first one too, Margaret. I love it. Okay, so now we have, hi, Jean Benson. We'll see you tomorrow over the lunch hour. Okay, so now we're going to get some pieces out, and we're going to do a little stamping. So I want to make one with a cat here, and then we're going to make one with the hat with the pumpkin. And one says, have a happy Halloween, and the other one says, trick or treat, smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. Just kidding. It doesn't really say that. So we're going to grab a hat from this one right here. And then we're going to grab one of these pumpkins here. Hi, Chris. We're going to grab, there is one of these pumpkins right here. And that looks like it goes on the hat. So now, you guys, this is where if you're going to make all 20 of these, you could lay out all your pieces and see how many you have of each one, and then figure out how you want to put things together. That's what I would recommend. We also need to get out of here. This yellow thing shows, they got caught here. This one shows behind the hat, and then the orange one shows behind the cat. So we've got that ready. And it looks like there's 10 of each of those. So they get 1 for each one. Then I know that there's some white stuff going on. So in this one right here, there is a white label that goes on that one. Oh, my hand. I must have glue on my fingers. And then there's one of these banners that goes here. And there's a black cat somewhere with some flowers. Okay. Got a black cat here. So the next card I'm going to make for you, or one of my alternative cards, is going to use one of these cats. So I'm going to set a cat off to the side here. I hope you like my alternative. I went through my stockpile of cards, and I found a card that I made probably 3 years ago that was really cute, and I got inspired from it. So there's our cat, and then it also looks like there's some yellow stuff and yellow stuff. It looks like there's a leaf over here. There's lots of little pieces, girls. There's a leaf, and then there's one of these leaves. Then there's a flower. We're gonna use this green flower just because. And then it looks like there's an orange flower right here. So, oh, it's one of these yellow ones. Okay, all right. So how are we doing there? Bits and parts here. So I think that those are the pieces that we need, and I want to do some stamping with you. So pull out your stamps, and we're going to be using the Have a Happy Halloween, and we're going to stamp that one in, what color do we want to do? We're going to do that one in the pumpkin pie. So you know what, in your kit here, we had here this Cajun Craze. And so what I did is I brought down my Cajun Craze big pad, and then I actually, because one of my alternative cards has a pumpkin pie, color scheme, I brought that down, and I also brought my Memento down. So this is where if you have other ink pads, you could pull them in. And I also want to put that on a little baby block. So when you get your first paper pumpkin, you do get the big D block. So we're going to put that here, grab this, and then remember when you're stamping for the first time with the new photopolymer stamps, it's always good to practice and see how the stamp is, just like that. Just make sure it stamps good. And then that's going to go right in the center of our white label. Okay, looks good. Okay, stamp off a couple times, and then what we're going to do is we're going to stamp the other one. And the other one that we're going to use is the Trick or Treat one. And we're going to see what it says here. Give thanks, Trick or Treat, there it is. And that one, though, I'm going to do in the Cajun Craze. So look at this, girls. I have these last spots here from the last couple cards here. At some point, I want to give those away in a drawing. So, because I have the big size pads, I don't need the little baby ones. So I bet somebody could use them. So on this one, I'm going to use the Cajun Craze. And this one, we're going to do the same thing. Stamp off just to make sure it looks good. Oh my goodness. So when you stamp this, you can see, hi Shar, you can see that the top line is thicker and then the bottom line is thinner. They have different thicknesses in their fonts. That's super cool. I like that. Oh yeah, Jean, you got a bunch of blends here. All the brights, they are the pretty ones. I like those colors together. They make really pretty flowers. Okay, so there's that. Stamp off a couple times. And then what we'll do is we'll get that cleaned up. And I think that's really all the stamping. This paper pumpkin is not very stamp crazy. It's actually just your sentiments that get stamped. So when we make the alternative card, I'm going to use this pumpkin here so you guys can see what that looks like stamped. Okay, let's see here. So we're going to use this orange one here. And this goes up and down, and I'm trying to look here as we go. There's a hat that goes off to the side, and then I think I kind of messed it up because I made my little box a little bit skinnier, but it'll still look good. We're going to put the hat off like that. This one's going to come down like that. Our pumpkin's going to go on the hat. Oh, that looks kind of cool. And then we're going to tuck the flower in. The flower. Yep, we're going to tuck the flower in. Okay, so I think if you guys have your glue dots, that works good. The other thing, too, if you have tear and tape at home or your double-sided tape, I'm going to grab just a little piece of that. And I'm going to find where my seam is. And I'm going to cover that up. So we're going to put that on there. So when you have your tear and tape, the more that you press down on that, the easier it is to peel off that waxy paper. And then I'm going to put this, so it's actually more on this side covering up the seam. So you really can't see it. And it's okay that it hangs off a little bit. Okay, so that's down. Now, I definitely love the dimensional action going on. So I'm going to grab my hat. I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on the back of my hat. Now, when you do this, though, you got to be careful. You don't want your dimensionals to be hanging off the side here. So what I'm going to do is kind of put this where I think it's going to go, and then I'm going to plan in my head where to put the dimensionals. So I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one there. So that guarantees that I'm not going to have it hanging over. So I know sometimes we would like to put the dimensionals on the back of what it is that we're putting down, but in this case, had we done that, then you might have risked having it overlap here slightly. Then I'm also going to grab a dimensional to put this pumpkin on. And the pumpkin, it's so cute. It's like it's sitting on the hat like this. So that's cool. Like that. Now, just for Jean Maxwell, Stella is coming out tonight. She's going to Stella the pumpkin to make it look like a Cinderella pumpkin here. We're going to bedazzle our pumpkin just like that. And I'm also going to do the little bit of a band right there. All right, so Stella is off of her break. There we go. Now she got a little workout. The sentiment then, I'm going to, let's see where that looks good. We're going to put that slightly over the hat. And so I get it. Like when you have the one that's bigger, it's not hanging over the edge so much. So, so don't make my mistake and make the little baby one unless you want to. That's always cool if you want to copy me. So this guy, I'm gonna put it like that, I think. So same thing happens with this. You don't want to have the dimensional hanging off. Oh, I wonder if we go like that. Nope, we're gonna go like, guys, we're gonna move this up just because I can. So we're gonna move that up a hair, and then this guy's gonna come and hang out from the bottom, just like that. So what we gotta do is make sure we only put dimensionals again right where the base is and not have it overhanging. And that's gonna come out like that. And then we have a little of the orange flower. We're gonna tuck him. What do we wanna do with him? We're gonna tuck it on here like that. So in this case though, I'm not gonna pop this up. Like I love to pop. I think you girls know that I love dimensionals a lot, but in some cases it's good to just glue things flat. And that's what I'm gonna do on this one is I'm just gonna glue this flower flat on here just so that it doesn't add more height to it. And I know that on the picture they have it tucking behind, but I actually kind of liked it above it. So, so honestly, when you're putting yours together at home, add more flowers, take off flowers. The one thing on here though is in the center of these flowers, there should be a diamond or a pearl. And I don't think that I have any diamonds or pearls handy here, but I love in the center of flowers to put a pearl or a diamond. So definitely go ahead and do that. So hi Danielle. Okay, now what it said to do is put 12 inches of the twine. So I don't know if you guys knew it, but on the inside of your description here, there is a ruler. And so it's 9 inches and it says to do 12 inches. So we're going to use that as a guide and cut ourselves 12 inches. And we're gonna tie up the one end just so we can see what it looks like. And I would recommend, let's see here, I'm gonna go around twice like that. And let's see here, I swirl it around. Oh no, the new Halloween would be fun. The new Halloween, yes. So what I'm gonna do, I wrapped it around twice just so it looks like there's 2 wraps around. And then I'm gonna tuck it through here. And I'm actually, it actually stayed pretty tight, but just for good measure, I'm gonna knot it. So I guess it depends on what you wanna do, if you wanna knot yours or not. I'm gonna knot that. So then now when I flip it around here, I don't risk it coming apart. Now here's the thing. Have you ever had a hard time tying bows? I think you girls know that I cheat a lot and I use my bow maker. I tell you, I do use my bow maker a lot. And I don't use my hands to make bows from scratch. And so this is how I do it. I put it upside down and I do 2 bunny ears. So it's good, cut yourself enough strength. So I do 2 bunny ears upside down, and then as I'm tightening it, I make sure that my tails are going down like that, and then my bunny ears are on the top. So making bows is hard. Sometimes one bunny ear is going that way and one that way, and the tails go opposite. And that's what happened in this case. So Jody Monfiles is like the expert bow maker. She's the one that taught me how to make bows like that many, many moons ago. So just know there's no right or wrong way to make your bows. And if you want, when you're done, leave these long and you can take your bone folder and like with wrapping paper, sometimes the baker's twine will curl nicely. Not always, but if depends what it is, you can leave that so that it's long and hang in there. So, okay, so there's our one end. Again, what I'm gonna do later is I'm gonna add a rhinestone to that and then add some candy, and then that one's good. Okay, well, that wasn't so bad, was it? So this next one, appropriate one here, the way it was supposed to be. We've got, let's look at I like color pictures. So let's look at this one. So this front here, they have this Cajun Craze down first. So again, I'm gonna grab my Terran tape and put that down first, like that. again, the more you press, the easier that is to come up. And then I wanted the Cajun Craze one. I don't know if I just said crumb cake, I meant Cajun Craze. That goes on here like that. And then the cat is going to get popped up with a couple dimensionals. Now, this is where you could pull in black dimensionals if you had them. I'm going to pull in a couple of them to put that on. And he's going to go, or she's going to go right about here. So we're going to put that right there. And with the black dimensionals, you can't see them from behind. Like when you flip it, you don't see it. So that's awesome. And then we have the little sentiment that's going to go right here. In that case, I'm going to grab one of these little baby dimensionals that are black, and I'm going to put a couple of those, and they're going to kind of be between the cat's legs. And that's going to go right about here. So what I'm trying to do it so that you don't see that little hump there. I'm putting it right there, okay? And then this one's got a couple leaves that are hanging out the edge. Like, I don't know, it looks like the cat's gonna throw up leaves. That's not good. We don't want that. So we gotta be careful where we put the leaves to make it look like they're not coming out of its butt either. So let's see here. We're gonna do, I think the flower behind there would be pretty. It's far enough away. And then what we might do is have these leaves come out somewhere else. So hang on. Let's put the flower down because I know where we want that one. So my cat used to love to eat the grass when I let her outside, and I would pay for it later because I'd be cleaning up that mess. So, so that one there. Oh, I forgot over here. We've got some of these squiggly things. So I want to pull one of those out. You know, these, honestly, decorate these however you want. Just make sure, like that, not so close to the cat's tail. So I'm going to put that one right about there. So let's see what we got to sneak that in there. Okay. Yeah, you know, when you're putting cards together, you got to be strategic about where you place things. You don't want it to look like the cat's, you know, you'd like exactly what I just said. So I'm going to take one of these little baby glue dots, and I'm going to stick it onto the end of the swirly thing. And then I'm going to try to lift this up slightly and sneak it in here and see once where I'm going to make it look like it's down a little bit lower. So that's how I would sneak in stuff like that. I wouldn't try to use liquid glue because that'll get wet and push it in. You get glue all over, where a glue dot will just kind of like help you get it snuck in there and then just squish it good. Okay. And then I'm not going to maybe do that yellow leaf. What I might do is put this other leaf right here. Oh my goodness. These leaves have a little line right through them to add some character. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing with this, the glue dot. We're going to put it on the end of the leaf like that. And you bet you had to tell that one to the family. Yeah. This one, we're going to tuck that right there. And there we go. Let's see if that all sticks together good. Okay. Now, Stella, bring her out. Give her a little workout. We're going to Stella our leaf. And we're going to Stella the flower. And why not just Stella the whole thing? Get the cat all glitterized. Don't forget its little leggies, those skinny little legs. Okay, now, again, I wish I had some bling. I need to keep bling here. I would have put a diamond, or there's champagne rhinestones that are so pretty. That would go really pretty right there. So this one, I would also use black twine. So let's get our 12 inches, which is 9 plus 3. So grab that. And then we're going to see if I can tie another bow for you. Miraculously, let's see how this one goes together. So oh my goodness. Okay, that works. Okay, so they're a little bit the struggle's real. So pull it tight, and then we're going to knot it again so it stays nice and tight while we tie the bow. Oh man, I got its tail in there. Watch out. The cat didn't scream yet. Hang on. Okay, get out of there. Nothing like getting a cat's tail caught somewhere that it doesn't want it. Okay, so now tie that to your knot. Okay, try this again. We're going to do 2 bunny ears. One here and one there. And then just like tying your shoe. And, oh man, I didn't get it. Let's try that one more time. Oh, see, I got the bow maker down pat in front of you girls. I don't have a regular bow down in front of you. Oh man, here it is. Okay, so let's pull that. That tail is in the way. So pull that. Don't pull the cat's tail. And then let's get our little bows good. Okay, I'm good with that. That looks good to me. I'm happy. So, oh my goodness. How is that? That's not so bad, right? Make sure everything's secure. I think that this is a little loose. So if you don't have enough adhesive somewhere where you want adhesive, just get a little more glue in there. And then that'll help hold it down. So, okay, so that's a little bit of work doing all those. So have fun with them. There are 20 of them to make, 10 of each. I am having my Halloween bingo. That poor cat, right? I think it's cute though. The cat is cute. I have my Halloween bingo here on October 14th, and I am going to make these as the party favor for everybody who comes to bingo that night. So, okay. So, for those of you at home that have the rest of your paper pumpkins together, or to put together, good luck with them. I hope you have fun. And I want to see a picture of all of them completed, just like this. When you get them all done, put them out on your table. And I want to see all your awesome combinations. There's another one here that's really cool that has the pumpkins layered, where there's this pumpkin right here. There's this pumpkin, and then they put that pumpkin in front of it. So that's cool. So there's so many different combinations that you can do to put these together. So they're endless. Have fun with it. So I got 2 of them done. That was my goal for you girls tonight, was to get 2 of these done. So I know that that'll be a little bit of an investment of time for another time to make the rest of them. So what I've got for you. So we have a kit. I pulled together some things here. We're going to see here. Oh man, it ran away. Hang on. Oh, it landed in the garbage. Hang on. I did some die cutting. Okay, I got it. So I did some die cutting with an idea of a card. And this is what I came up with. Whoop, something fell there. Okay, so this is 4 inches by 8. So when you fold it in half, then you get a 4x4 card. Okay, so far so good. Okay, take your bone folder, burnish it. Okay, so now we have a cute little 4x4. And on my inside here, what I did is I just have a Whisper white mat, and it's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And for my outside mat, I just cut a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So it's like just your traditional mat, where I took off a 1/4 inch from 2 of the sides. And then the next one here is, I did my 16ths things. So if you look on a ruler, it was at 3 3/4. I took off 3/16. So 3 9/16 by 3 9/16 for this orange piece here. Then under the layering circle. So Kathy Jackson, you asked me the other day my favorite dies. My favorite dies are the stitched shapes. They come in circles, squares, and ovals. And they have this lovely stitching around them, and they have different shapes. So if you don't have the right dies for a set, or maybe they don't make dies for a set, then when you have these circles and squares and ovals, you can stamp on them. They are so cool. Oh, you're right. A little lip balm would fit in there perfectly. That is a really good idea, Faye. You got it. And a little bottle of hand sanitizer. I bet that would fit in there. Okay. So I cut out a white circle and I cut out a black circle. And so what we're going to do is I wanted to use this little pumpkin in here. So we're going to grab the little baby pumpkin and we're going to find a block. Where are they? Right? Here's this block. Oh, you guys laughing at me? It was right there. Have you done that before? I know you have. Okay, so we're going to pull this out and grab the memento. And we're going to stamp the pumpkin. He's adorbsy. I love this little baby pumpkin. Oh yeah, a little liquor bottle would fit in there. Yeah, you girls are full of the ideas. Okay, so practice here. And then we're going to put the pumpkin kind of in the middle of this, just like that. All right, so that's, oh, you know what? And while we're at it, we're going to take our piece of Whisper White, and we're going to put a little pumpkin in here in the bottom corner as well. And then we're going to get one of the sayings. Oh, because this is the pumpkin card, then we can use the stamp that says Hello Pumpkin. I love that. When I was in high school, one of my friends would always say, pumpkin, like pumpkin. And so we're going to do Hello Pumpkin and put that on there. Now, to give it a little color, we'll use the pumpkin pie one. And grab that, practice, and we're going to put that right about here. Good. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, lottery tickets. You girls are on a roll with these ideas for putting inside these crackers. Okay. So that's the inside, and then here's the pumpkin. So I did grab a couple blends here, and I like to color in things. And in this case, I'm going to use the bronze to color in the stem of the pumpkin. Just like that. So the blends are really great for coloring. I would choose them over any water-based markers any day. I have a little of a green here. This is the dark old olive. We're just going to color in. I didn't grab the light old olive. I just grabbed the dark one to color in the leaf here. And then we're going to put this on this one as well. Now, if you're wondering where I got my idea for this card that we're working on right now, if you go to the back of your page right here, there's actually a card with an alternative idea. And we're going to color our pumpkin in the pumpkin blend. And this is where, if you wanted, so I colored a little bit dark there. We're going to see what the light pumpkin blend looks like. It looks like it would be super light, but who knows? Let's try it. Oh yeah, it's really light, but we're going to see what it looks like with two-tone pumpkin. Oh yeah, I don't know if I like that. So the light pumpkin is a lot lighter than, you can kind of, oh, you can really see that in the camera. Look how light that is. It's really light. So I think what I was going to do in my head, I was going to color the whole thing with the dark pumpkin like this and make it so that it wasn't blended together. I just like the color, the richness of this darker pumpkin like this that comes through when you color that. So then what we're going to do is finish up this one. And I just realized that the sample card that's on this picture has Hello Pumpkin. And here we go, that's done. So we're going to find a different saying for the outside. Okay, so that's done for coloring. Now what we can do is flip this over, and we're going to glue that, and we can glue that. As long as the glue is open, let's do a double dip here. Make sure you got the right side up. So when you die cut things, the rolled rounded edge is what goes up, and then the more crisp rough side is what I would put down. And this is going to go in our inside here. So if you don't always have to make 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 cards. You can definitely make baby cards like this. They are adorable. So I am going to put this down right away. Okay. Now, I have in my head how I think we're going to do this layering thing with the banners. So if you can see here, this is the card I was trying to go off of. There are these pennants hanging down and across like that. And what those come from are these diamonds. And so what you're going to have to do is take a scissors, and you can cut them in half like this. And by the magic of TV did not happen for this. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is grab some tear and tape, and we're going to like fake this, I think. Not fake it, but make it easier to do. So I'm putting a piece of tape along the back. You know, what I'm going to do is attach that there. And then we're going to give ourselves a little leeway for making our little bannery thing. And then we're going to snip this end here, and then go like that. So now what I've done is I've basically attached the string to the back. And now what we're going to do, oh, you can fold them over too. Okay, good idea. But I guess this is what I had in my head. So now because they're cut in half, you get double the fun. And so what happens is you can kind of secure them with glue dots like that. And then if you use the black one, they'll hide more. So let's grab, this one's going to come down. Oh, we got to get it on top of there. Hang on. So Jennifer, I like your idea. Hang on. Let's see if we we do that. So she said fold them in half. Oh, I don't know if I like that though either. So that, what she's saying, oh yeah, that's actually cool. Hang on. Good idea. Good idea. So let's see here. How can we make this work? So I would definitely say a glue dot would be good. This is improvision at its finest here, girls. So that, like that. Okay, good. Let's grab another one. And then that one's going to go right there. Oh, I like it, Jennifer. Good idea. Very good idea. And then the little glue dot is what's holding it together. Okay. So far so good, right? Now we're going to grab, oh, I'm looking for the orange ones. And they're all orange on the other side. So that's going to go here. So grab a little glue dot. Now, if you had your liquid glue, that would work as well. Okay. So there's that one. And once I've got these on here, then what I'm going to do is secure them with the dimensionals. So we're going to fold. So here's us using our scraps in a very efficient manner. And then we're going to put one there. And then use your little glue dot. Shut that up. There you go. We're going to do one more because things are better in odds. So we're going to put 5 of them here. That one's going to go, oh, he was a little bit crooked. Okay, so that's going to go on like that. One more glue dot. So far, so good, right? You guys are getting what I'm throwing out here. Thanks for that tip, Jennifer. That was really easy. So now, oh man, hang on. Okay, now what you can do is position these so that it looks like it's curving more. And so this one, we're going to start it right about there. And then grab another dimensional, put that on the back. You could also use liquid glue to put these down. And then we're going to put one on this one on that. I love that idea, Jennifer. That was an amazing idea. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so happy I caught that comment. Okay, so, and that one looked like, oh, he could have a little more. I kind of demolished that dimensional. Okay, all right. See, now that's how easy it is to make these little party banners. So let's see what we got going on here. I was going to do that here. So in the sample, they've got 3, and I think that looks really crazy busy. It's really full of banner stuff going on. So what I think I might do is leave that like that, and then she's giving me hugs. Let's see here what this one looks like. So this is an orangish one. I don't know if I like that, so let's grab one of the white ones here. There was this white one. I think that the white might look better. So we're just going to have that off to the side here. Okay, we're back in business. Let's see what we got for a saying here. We've got give thanks or trick or treat. So let's put the trick or treat on this one. Okay, so we don't want the same saying on the inside and the outside. And I think what I'm going to do for this one is use the black ink. So let's just cover that for a second. And we're going to do trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Just barely fits on there. So if you're wondering why I use purple paper or yellow paper, it's because it's so much easier to see the white. If you're stamping on white paper, you have a hard time of seeing the outlines of what you're trying to stamp. So that's just my little trick. And all that this is right here is one of the piercing mats that Stampin' Up! Sells. They're $5. And I just wrap the paper around it. And then when it gets bad enough, I just throw it away. That's all that is. Okay. Flip that over. Make sure your tails are tucked good. And then what we're going to do is put a little bit of liquid glue there. Flipper, still skin that over. And secure that onto your card base. Like that. We're going to pop our little pumpkin up. So grab a couple of those. The little ones are actually so little sometimes I miss grabbing them. And we're going to pop that onto the card. Now, if I would have been thinking about it, what I maybe would have done is put some embossing, like spider webs, on this orange piece, just so it wasn't so smooth looking. But what I'm going to do is put this guy here, and then I'm going to put the Trick or Treat down here like that. Now, I'm going to glue my right side flat, and I'm going to pop up the other side. So let's find, I want to use white dimensionals though. Let's see where they are, right here. So I'm going to pop up this left side, and then we're going to glue the right side so it's flat. If you would put dimensionals there, it would be like a crooked kind of look going on. So we're just going to put that right about there. Okay. And Stella, she's got to come out. We're going to Stella our pumpkin. Just like that. Hillary likes the banner. Yay. So, okay. So Jennifer, I have to tell you, that was so much easier taking these little things and then folding them in half and then putting them around so that they were hanging over the top of the banner. That worked out really good. Okay. It's kind of a simple card. Normally I go crazy with cards, but that's what I've got. Now, bling. I would add a few diamonds or black, and if you have rhinestones, you could color them. You could definitely color them with a black blend or a black Sharpie. We're going to pickle that one. It just doesn't want to stay down. So, all right. So there's alternative. So basically, I got the idea from that card right there, which has a lot more stuff going on. So, all right. So there's card number 1. Now, card number 2. Is not so crazy. So let's see here. What do we got? We got that flew out. So this is the one where I got some pieces here. So we needed the cat over here, and we also need a hat. The cat and the hat. So let's find our hats over here. Where are they? What color are the hats? They are black. So hang on. Un momento, por favor. We've got here. Okay, did you girls see the hats anywhere? They gotta be in here. Hang on. No, I need a little hat. Don't need those. Okay, let's look one by one here. There's that. There's 4 of those. This one. Cat. Cat. I just want a hat. Oh, they're over here, guys. There they are. Okay. Gotta look. Open my eyes. Okay. All right. So let's get these pieces out of the way. So there was an extra little pumpkin. Okay. We got a black base. Now, you could leave the black like this, but she wrote under the instructions. I found them, Jennifer. So, but what I did is I scored it at 2 1/8, which is the center of 4 1/4. So you flip that back, okay? Now, so there's this Magic in the Night Designer Series paper. And this is Magic in the Night, all pretty, lovely stuff. There's this paper, and I went for that one. Because I went for it because there's a card in here. Let's see. Oh, hang on. There's a card here that it used it. And I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. Okay, so that's why I chose this paper. So what I did is I cut a piece of this, and in case you're wondering, it's simple. It's 3 by 4. Nice. You can get 12 of these out of one 12 by 12 sheet. So it's just 3 by 4. That layers on a piece of pumpkin pie. Now, I could have chose Cajun Craze, but I wanted the orange to pop more. Then I found, so this is like 3 3/16 by 4 4/16. 3 3/16 by 4 3/16. And then I have that layered on a piece of Pretty Peacock. Okay, is that not cool? I love it. So we're going to put that on the black like this. So nothing crazy. All we're going to do is get Glue Happy. And that is going to go onto here. Just like that. So I do the 3/16. If you would do 1/8, you'd have a lot less of an orange border. And I want to see a little bit of orange, but not a lot. And the same thing with the peacock here. I wanted to see a little bit, but not a lot. And actually, I think that I may have made the peacock normal. The peacock is 3 7/16 by 4 7/16. And then what I'm going to do is pop up with dimensionals. So how I do that is I put my card down. So I put one there, and one there. So that gets me as close to the edge without going over. Carol, you saw them. You were right. Okay, then I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to go closest to that edge. So that allows me to get the dimensionals as spaced as far apart as possible without going over this edge. Okay, so get off of there. Now this is going to go centered on your card, like so, maybe. Okay, then I have my Kathy Jackson stitched ovals here. So there's a little bit of stitching going on there. And I cut myself a pumpkin pie scalloped oval. And I have my hat, I have my cat, and I got to stamp a little sentiment. And I also have a piece of white here. And so this white is going to be my inside. So we need some sentiments. My sentiments are right here. And here's this. So what do we want to do? We want to do Hello Pumpkin, okay? And on the inside, we're going to do the Halloween saying. Okay, so let's grab this and this one. We're going to do the easy one first. Oh, get off of there. Okay, so let's grab our little mat here. Girls, just wait for this. You're going to love this card. I am so excited to share it with you. Okay, the cat is not going to like it though. The cat is going to hate it with all of its glory. I know it is. Okay, so there's our saying. Let's clean the little stamp. Just wait for it. The cat's going to not be happy in a second. Okay, so we got that clean. Then we need Hello Pumpkin. So watch what I do here. So Hello Pumpkin is one stamp, but there's a little bit of space between it. And there's enough space that you don't need to use the washi tape. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up the hello slightly. Don't hit your pumpkin. You don't want to hit that P. And we're going to put the hello near the top of this. So hello. Hi, Donna. Thanks for sharing. So we got hello. Now, clean it good. You don't want to have any residue whatsoever on the stamp. And because it's photopolymer, get it so it's dry. You don't want it to be sticky. Now what you're going to do is ink up the pumpkin like that. And we're going to stamp the pumpkin. I think I'm going to go, I don't know if I want it off center. We're going to go off center just a little bit like that. Work with me. So I could have centered it, but I was trying not to center it because I didn't want it to look like it was supposed to be centered. That's my trick on stamping straight. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to glue our white oval onto the orange, and we're also going to glue, this one goes on the inside, so we're going to get glue happy here. This will go on here like that. And then, oh yeah, so that, you could use washi tape to cover it up if you're not as careful, because then you're guaranteed. But if you're good and you can hold your stamps good, then it's good to work that way. This just gets centered right in the middle as well, like that. So when you shut this, I made this white piece a hair smaller than the Pretty Peacock. So I had a little wiggle room to work with. So then If I didn't have it in the exact same spot as the peacock is, I'm okay. Okay, so there's that so far. Now watch it. So that's gonna go here, and we're gonna have this cute little hat here, like so. Maybe I should have put the pumpkin up a little bit higher, but now you're like, well, where are we gonna put this cat? Okay, so the poor little cat, he's gonna get his butt cut off. I'm so sorry, little guy, but we're gonna go like that. No, you can save this for something else. You can save this and cover it up with something to make it look like you have a whole cat. But I just wanted his tail. So here's poor little guy. I tell ya, the things I do. I pulled the tails and now I'm cutting off his butt. So, all right, take this and you're going to make it look like the cat's hiding underneath the hat. Okay? Just like that. And, oh, it's going to work good. Okay, so now flip this over. We're going to put a couple more dimensionals on here and pick those up. You're going to see it. When it all comes together, you're going to be like, there, looks like there's a cat hiding under that hat. Okay, so hang on. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, get off of there. Okay, we're going to get him secured even better right here. Now it's a man's breed. Yes. Okay, look at this. Okay, oh, I got to put this down. Hang on. I'm getting so excited here, girls. Just wait. I want to see the end. I had this in my head. I didn't put it together yet, so I really haven't figured out if it's going to work, but I think it's going to work. So this is going to go right here. Center that. All right. And then let's get our little guy on here. We're going to put that just like that. Oh, okay, maybe. So don't forget to get Stella out. We're going to Stella. Oh, you know what? We have to do a little pumpkin on the hat. Oh, there was a pumpkin right here. Let's just see here. That's too big. That might be too big. Let's get a little flower here. But the yellow flower is not going to work so good. So let's get ourselves an orange flower. Hang on, my little die cuts are all off on the side here. So we're going to grab, let's see if this one looks good. That could work. We're going to put that little guy there. I don't think that there's a small, oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. I think that I found this little orangey flower here from my dies. That one will look best. Okay, this one we will pop up like that. And we're going to put that right here. Now, this is again where I need myself to have a little black diamond right there. And that would complete this card. Now it looks awesome. The flower on the hat looks amazing. There's a little cat hiding in the hat. I wish I could finish this with like a little diamond and then put a couple more little pretty rhinestones around here, but aren't the colors cool? So when I made this like idea of this card, like pulling all these pieces together, that's where I'm like, oh my goodness, that would be super cool to make this Halloween card. I used that same designer series paper here. So do you guys like it? Tell me if you like that or not. It was kind of like, I was so afraid to cut the cat, but you know what? Sometimes you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet, right? That's how that goes. So these are my two simple alternatives for this paper pumpkin. Got to get some bling on here. And then I made these two little boxes here, the treat boxes. So, and I got a hot mess of stuff going on here. Wow. Okay, so you girls like that. That was okay? I always feel so good when I'm done with them. All right, so oh, take a breath. All right, was that all right? You girls like it? I see lots of hearts coming through, so that's good. Great color combo, right? Like that, like I never think to put that color combination together, but when this paper had it all put together, that was perfect. So it made it easy for me. So, okay. All right, on that note, I heard Tyler walk into the door. So not my door here, but into the house. So we're going to be making an egg bake here, and we do have a date night. So yay. And I do, though, before I go, I just want to remind you that if you want anything or need to place an order tonight or over the weekend, if you use the host code that I had, the new host code, $40 order, you could pick. I have the set of the plaid tidings left. potentially would have the Gilded Autumn. It depends. If I get a handful of people to sign up, then that one would work too. I also have Fun Folds coming up in 2 weeks, and they're going to be awesome. There's 4 cards. One's going to be Halloween, 1 autumn, and then 2 Christmas. And then after that are the October monthly cards. So if you place an order tonight, at least $40, that would get you a class. And you just have to tell me, though, after you place your order, you got to tell me that you placed the order and that it was for a specific class. Otherwise, I don't know. I can't assume. So Jennifer, the date for the Hive, my first event live in the Hive for in-person is going to be with my team on November 5th for the recognition event that Stampin' Up! Is doing for On Stage. And then my first customer event in person is going to be the Holiday Open House, which is the first full weekend in December. And it's going to be like my grand opening appreciation party for all of us. So, and I don't know when my first live online like this is going to be out there. I'm a little bit like got to test the internet and the technology to make sure it works. So soon. All right, I'm going to flip this down and drum roll. Brrr. Okay, so this was the Plaid Tidings where I have 1 set of cards left. The winner of this card is Kelly Bird. So Kelly, I do not have your address. You will have to send me your address so I can send this beautiful card in the mail for you. Drum roll. Brrr. This one, the Valentine's Day-ish one, if you wanted to do that, goes to Mo. Yay! I'm not sure if you're watching tonight, Mo, but I met Mo recently. She's actually from Brothertown, which is like about an hour away from me. This one, Jill Peterson. Yay! This one is the Fun Folds. That opens like that. Mo, I have your address. And then Jill, I do not have your address. This one, the winner was, drumroll, Ruth Miller. Yay! Congratulations, Ruth. I'm not sure if you were watching tonight. I know you were watching the night of this class because that's how your name got in the drawing. So congratulations to you. Yeah. So that's what I was supposed to announce last week. And now for the cards from last week, which I wanted to announce tonight. Okay, so this was our tree card, Life is Beautiful. Drumroll. And winner is Patricia Settle. So I don't know who you are, but your name was drawn, so I will need your address. I'm saving my favorite one for last. This one, drumroll, is Nancy Cox. I don't have your address. Your name was drawn. You'll have to tell me what it is so I can send you this lovely card. And last but certainly not least, we have drumroll, D. I don't know if it's Serena because it's a double R, or if it's Serena or Serena, but you are the winner of my favorite card that I had from last week. So I have your address though. So yay, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I have lots of cards to mail out to some of you lovely ladies. So that's exciting. And I don't know. Next week though, we are going to be doing, oh, you know what? Monday night is mystery card making night. So just a reminder that if you go to the event on my Facebook page, that you can see all the measurements that you need for making the mystery card with me. I still have my mom's magnifying glass. I never gave it back to her. Don't tell her. No, she knows. So I have it all ready for us for on Monday night. And I'm so excited to make the card. So how we're going to do Monday night is you don't have as much time as you did the last time. The mystery night is Monday night, and you have to have all your cards in for the contest by Thursday. Well, actually Wednesday night. So you have basically 2 days because we're going to do the drawing on Thursday. So, all right. Congratulations to everybody, Hillary said. So on that note, I have a man waiting for me. We're going to make some dinner. And I am so excited that it worked for me to be live with you tonight. I'm sorry it was delayed a little bit. Sometimes you just got to roll with the punches, my mom would say. So we did that, and I appreciate all of you being live with me, and I hope that you have a great rest of your week and a wonderful weekend. And then until next week, Thursday, lots of love and hugs and sunshine to all of you, and we'll see you next Thursday. Enjoy your weekends as well. Love you. Bye.